Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. Today we're going to start off with our usual Golden Saucer stuff. Then we're going to do Starlight Celebration. I wanted to do Starlight Celebration yesterday, but I just didn't have time or energy to do it. But now we're going to get that done today, and then once we're done with those, we're going to start off with the next leg of Pandæmonium. I've been wanting to get to that for a while now, but I just wanted to do some other stuff before it. Anyway, let's not dilly-dally too much. Go ahead and pull up Kai's graphic, and let's see what ridiculous outfit we're making this week. This is a really annoying week, like the most annoying I've ever seen. I don't want to pay for any of these masks. I don't feel like running Final Coil of Bahamut. I don't have any of these legs. I do have a bunch of these master rings, so we'll be able to use those. But then the rest of it is just dies. So if I counted this, this would be plus 3, plus 6, plus 7, plus 8, plus another 3 is 11, plus another 3 is 14. So we need to get 14 points in general, but this adds a bunch of points to it. So that means I'll need to dye a couple pieces. So I have soot black dye, so I'll probably grab a rose pink from the vendor, just to be sure, and that'll give us an extra 1 point if we need it. Hopefully I don't need to run back and go and get something else, but we'll just start with that. Alright, let's run over to the inn so that I can set up the glamour plate with the ring. Now, I need to check. I'm going to make 2 glamour plates for this because I'm not sure. Kai didn't mention which finger the ring is supposed to be on, so I'm going to make a glamour plate with each of them. Or I could... Oh, not that. I wanted withdraw. Or I could... Let's see... Yeah, achievements. Or I could just take one of these out. Yeah, so I'll take this out. And that'll let me... I'll just be able to equip it on whichever ring slot I need. Let me grab a soot black dye from my Chocobo saddlebag, which has gotten even more cluttered since I did Formidable and Chi yesterday. I still need to do them each one more time so I can get the mount for each of them. And then let's go buy a, what was it, rose pink? Yes, go buy a rose pink dye from the vendor. And hopefully, if we're off, we'll be off by 1 point and we'll be able to just use that. But I think we just need to do... Actually, the black is only going to give us 1, and then the red will also give us 1. I think that's going to be exactly enough for what we need. Right, I think it's at the other side, but let me check. Oh, that's culinary. Yeah, it's at the other section. Oh, there's a Christmas tree over here. I haven't looked around at the city-states too closely so far to see how they've decorated for Christmas. I don't really remember much from last year. I don't even remember if I streamed it. Oh, there's rose pink. That's what we need. Or a Starlight Celebration. Well, now we got everything we need. Let's head on over to the Golden Saucer. Okay, Golden Saucer, or the Gold Saucer. It's not the Golden Saucer. And let's do our mini Cactpot tickets first. Actually, let's go ahead and do that gate, because I ended up starting slightly later than I wanted because I was looking up some more audio stuff and I was tweaking my mic settings again. This time I think they sounded pretty darn good. But I also learned that you can, in your... in Windows audio settings, you can right-click on the meter, or right-click on the audio slider, and you can change it from percent to decibels. I did not know you could do that. And it turns out that I've been setting mine to like 9.8, plus 9.8, and that might explain why I always feel like there's a slight bit of distortion on the mic. So I'm going to do some more experimentation with that after stream, or at some point. I'm still not quite happy with how it's now. I think this is probably the best it's been, but I don't have anyone to really be able to tell me if it's better or worse. And I don't trust my ears because I have a slight hearing loss. Well, I don't know if it'd be lost considering I haven't been able to hear it since I was some certain frequencies since I was little. So like I don't really trust my ears to be able to discern what's good and bad. Let's try not to mess this up. I know I'm just talking like just talking, barely paying attention. I figured that there some would appear right there, so I just stopped shooting for a second. Okay, I think we're good for that section. Let's try not to mess this up, because I've messed it up plenty of times in the past. Several times on stream, too. Okay. Almost there. Okay, take your hand off the mouse. Don't accidentally shoot again. Because I've done where I've rested my hand on the mouse and then I've just clicked without even realizing it. Oh right, that's all we needed. Okay, let's check on the mini cactpots. I left these, right? Yeah. I usually go and do them when I do my morning routine stuff, but I made sure to. I usually try and make sure to leave them. It's just that easy. I mean, to be honest, you have a 50-50 shot. You either get it or you don't. Okay, let's actually commentate. This can't get 1, 2, 3, so let's go for 7, 8, 9. Got the 7 and 9, but didn't get the 8. Let's try again. Got the 7 and 9. Let's go for 7, 8, 9. Nope, wasn't it. Oh well. What was I talking about? I usually do the mini cactpot tickets as part of my like morning routine when I do some of my daily stuff. Like I do tribal quests and my island dailies because I'm doing my crops, and yeah, I just check on everything for my island in the morning along with tribal quests and usually mini cactpot tickets, and then I figure out what else I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Anyway, let's go ahead and equip this ring on. Oh wait, hold on, we need to dye the gloves black. Can I dye these? No, let me switch to a different gloves then. What? How can they not be dyed? Okay, whatever. I've got a. This is dyeable. And it's already black? No, that's purple. It doesn't count as black, right? I don't think so. Either way, let's dye it the soot black. And then, since I have the dye on me, I'm just going to go ahead and use it. So that goes on the chest piece. Right there. And let me check Masked Rose, which one we're supposed to have it on. Yeah, we're supposed to have it on the second ring slot. Usually Kai mentions that. I don't know why he didn't this time. But yeah, it goes on the second ring slot, so this should be more than enough. We're probably going to be over by like 1 point, but we'll see. That pink doesn't look too bad on that jacket. I think I've seen somebody wearing a white jacket before, or dyeing it white, and that looked pretty good as well. I wonder if I can get a dye that matches my hair. I wonder how that would look. Maybe I can do brown to match the belt. Okay, let's see what we get. Hopefully we get the 80 points we need. Oh, come on. I need 2 more points. Okay, good. I got the ring. Okay, so if I need 2 more points, that means I need to do... Okay, let me go ahead and check my the FC's chest and see if I can just snab a die from there. Which means I need to head back to Limsa. Or Ul'dah. I guess that would actually be closer. No, both of them are close. Okay, we need 2 more points, which means we need a +3 die or 2 +1 dies. It's supposed to be gloves, right? Yeah, gloves is a soot black die, and then the rose pink die. Which means I didn't need to get the rose pink die. Let's just go to Ul'dah because it's a free ticket on the airship. Now I'll just go ahead and teleport over to the FC chest and see if there's a die I can nab there. Like one of the gloom purples, maybe. Put that on the pants. They come from a beast tribe, and I have access to all of them, except for the Endwalker ones, so I should be able to easily get them if I really needed to. But if I can just grab it from the chest, that'd be a lot faster. Okay, let's check. Yeah, they have a bunch of them. I'll just take one. Okay, so that goes on the pants. Yeah, it counts as purple. That's why I died. I ended up doing the gloves. Okay, that's an extra +3. That outfit looks silly. Yeah, that's the whole point. We're making another ridiculous outfit. But there, that should be another +3 points. Well, not Radzethan. Gold Saucer. And that should put us over the 80 points we need. Okay, Masked Rose. Let's try this again. At least you get several attempts for this. It'd be kind of ridiculous if you didn't, to be honest. Because, like, you have to do some trial and error to see what stuff counts. This should get us 81 points. Oh, only 80? What? Hold on. Oh, right, it's +2. Right, that's how it works. Okay, we're good. Right, I was thinking it was +1 and +2, but no, it's +2 if you get the correct die. Okay, and now let's go ahead and take this back off. And I'll need to remember to put that back in the armory, and then let's fix my glamour plates. Which one is it? This one. And then replace this. Alright. Done with the Gold Saucer, let's head on over to Gridania so we can get started on Starlight Celebration. I'll go ahead and update the stream text as well. Let's head on over there. I don't remember if I streamed Starlight Celebration last year. I didn't make a video for it, because the first video, holiday event, that I made a video for was... I think it was the New Year's event? I forget what it's called. The one with the Great Fortune or Little Fortune and stuff. But we gotta head over to the amphitheater, and then we'll get started once we get there. I don't know if I said on stream, but I recently finished the GC turn-in achievements for the Maelstrom, and so now I've switched over to Twin Adder to start working on those achievements, and I've actually made some pretty good progress on them. It's kind of annoying having to do... You only get so many per day, but that's part of how it works. Oh, right, looking all Christmassy around here. Let's go and talk to the bearded lady and get started. Blue Starlight. This Starlight Celebration volunteer is beaming at you. At least, you think so. Your face is difficult to discern through such mighty facial hair. If it isn't my favorite adventurer, you do remember me, don't you? I can see that she's a pink-haired Mikote, but I don't remember her from last year at all. I probably should have looked that up beforehand. Perhaps I should remove my beard. Garnji. I don't remember her at all. Much better. Starlight Celebrant, Garanji. Okay. At your service. I am ever so pleased to meet you. During this most sacrosanct of seasons. In commemoration of the Ishgard Knights who once sheltered needy orphans from the cold, we strive to deliver joy and comfort to all younglings each Starlight Celebration. This year, we pay particular tribute to the figure at the heart of Starlight legend, the snowy-beard captain dubbed the Saint of Nemea. As you can see, we have commissioned replicas of this red coat and fluffy white beard. How better to delight the children than by distributing presents as the saint himself, after all? So far, we have been successful in spreading Starlight cheer. However, it seems there is a particular youngling who finds our festivities distressing. Ma'am, could you please calm down with the vocab? Were I free to wander, I would reach out to them myself and provide the aid I could. Alas, my duties as a celebrant require my attendance here. Might you assist this child in my stead? I'm sure they would welcome the insights of an adventurer such as yourself. Oh, sure, I guess I could if I want to get my fluffy beard. That I probably can't wear because it's Viera. I'm most grateful. Let me summon the young lady who first brought this matter to my attention. Hello, my name is Sulien. Saline. Okay. Hello, my name is Saline. It's nice to meet you, miss. As I told Miss, I read this correctly earlier. How do you say it again? Garanji. Let's just go with Garanji. Okay. I've seen a boy around here who... Oh, look, there he is, over there. He looks like he could be any generic, like with the casual boots, just looks completely off for a normal NPC to be wearing this glam items. Like for both the girl here and him. Seems so out of place for a normal NPC to be wearing that stuff. I guess he didn't come here to play this time either. That boy's been watching the stage from a distance ever since preparations began. At first, I thought he must be excited about the Starlight Celebration, but he always looks so sad. That's why I thought I'd try inviting him to play. But when I called out to him, he just ran away. Comforting others when they are troubled is a very kind thing to do. You did well to try, Saline. I just think nobody should be alone during the Starlight Celebration. He keeps coming back, so I'm sure there's something he's worried about. Maybe he's too shy to ask for a present. Either way, I'm worried about him. Would you help me make sure he's okay, miss? Sure, I can do that. Then I'll leave this matter in your capable hands. I believe the boy ran off towards the Whistling Miller. Perhaps someone there knows more about him. Let's ask around. Please tell me if you learn anything, and I'll be sure to do the same. Alright, let's do our normal adventuring stuff and ask around. I'll start with Garanji here. Sir. Sir? There we go. I believe he headed for the Whistling Miller. Perhaps someone saw him run by. Okay, let's head on over to the mill. There anyone else to talk to yet? Or... yeah, let's just head on over there. Oh, there's Celine, actually. That's what I was looking for. I haven't found him yet, but I'll keep asking. Tell me if you learned anything. Okay, I won't do that. Although there's a very convenient quest marker that you seem to be ignoring. Cheerful Cherub. That boy who always comes to stare at the decorations? I know him, I mean, I've seen him around before. I don't know his name, and I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Well, that doesn't sound nice. Let's see. Okay, there's one there and one over there. Let's see. Watchful Whaler. A boy. Yes. Ran straight past me towards the Great Loam Growery. Okay. Well, but we know where he went, but apparently we have to go and talk to the other person anyway. Playful Poppet. Oh, you must mean Tenny. I heard he moved here from Ul'dah recently. Can't tell you much more than that. He makes a point of keeping to himself. Okay, let's head on. Oh, wait, no. We gotta go talk to... we gotta go report our findings first. Yeah, Celine, that's her name. Did you learn anything? Yeah, I learned the boy's name and he apparently headed over to the Botanist Guild. So his name is Tenny. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go to Great Loam Growery. Alright, let's head on over there. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the Aetheryte... there is an Aetheryte over by the Botanist Guild, but... okay, that's exactly where we need to go. Let's talk to Celine first. Hello, Tenny. I don't think he's gonna appreciate that. Who are you? Some kind of adventurer? She is, and my name is Celine. You were at Miketo's amphitheater earlier, weren't you? Would you like to go and join the Starlight Celebration with me? My friends will be there too, so we can all play together. Your friends... they're really nice. Do you not want to go? It's not that, it's a long story. I have time. We just moved here for my father's job. And I know there's no point in moping about it, but I really miss my 3 friends back in Ul'dah. During Starlight, we'd show each other what toys we got and eat too many sweets and find all the best decorations in the city. We'd have so much fun, and each time we'd promise to play together next year. But now... dude, just go take an airship. It's like 120 gil. You're all the way in Gridania. I used to love the Starlight Celebration, but now all I can think about is leaving my friends behind and betraying our promise. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings by asking you to play. It's alright. You didn't know. But Tenny, doesn't this mean you'll never... this doesn't mean you'll never be able to enjoy the Starlight Celebration without feeling guilty? There must be something we can do. Miss, you're a grown-up. What do you think? Don't ask me. Sounds like something that 3 tickets to Gridania could fix. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just go get an airship. Nothing screams friendship, Kupo. Like Moogle mail. Okay. Pack your bags, kid. I'm smuggling you back to Ul'dah. I don't think that's a good idea either. Well, yeah, I mean, One of these two is going to be the right answer. I'm going to say the male, because that's probably what the real answer is. Male. That's it. I could send them presents. That's a lovely idea. Everyone loves getting packages. And that way you'll be able to celebrate together at a distance. What should I give them? Something you can only get in Gridania. Oh ho ho! The answer to that is simple! Of course. That snowy white beard. That's the real thing. You're the saint and a demon, aren't you? No. No, he's not. Quiet, young Tenny. You need look no further than your own two hands. For presents crafted from the heart are presents full of heart. I shall rigorously assist you in every step of their creation as both an artisanal saint and saintly artisan. I don't really understand, but thank you? I'll have two. That way your presents will be crafted in half the time. Really? Alright then. Thanks. Mistress Adventurer, might we rely upon you to deliver Tenny's gifts once they are prepared? Though we could post them by a more conventional Moogles, a child's hard work and dedication ought to be hand-delivered by only the most trusted individual. And as you're both emotionally invested in Tenny's happiness and currently standing before me, I bequeath the task to you. You will do it, yes? I don't think I can deny literally God. Excellent! Then we shall realize these creations ere the spinner sloshes her nog. Excuse me? In the meantime, I would have you appraise Garanji of our efforts. Once you have relayed your report, return here for the requisite packages. Chop chop! Well, this is interesting. Let's see. Yep, go back to the amphitheater. That'll take care of the first quest. And I assume there's a second quest, because that's way too short. Oh right, duh, we gotta actually deliver the gifts. Oh right, Garanji. Welcome back! Were you able to speak with the boy? As a matter of fact, I was. I see. To be separated from one's friend is heartbreaking. Indeed. I only wish I could help in some way. Oh, I know just the thing. I shall transform into a saint. Sure. I've Saint Anemia a costume that would be most happily to gift you. Tenny's friends will be delighted for a visit from the Spinner's anointed herald. Accept this with my warmest wishes, dear adventurer. I know you won't let us down. Okay, well, we get our outfit already. Okay. Let me guess. I can't wear this. What a surprise. Oh, well, the rest of it looks funny. Oh, I mean, it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I don't think it would look great with the legs. Well, I guess it would look fine. I'll figure out something else later. Let's go ahead and do the next quest now. Together at a distance. Garanji is grinning eagerly, her wide eyes sparkling more than usual. Without further ado, let us transform you into a Saint of Nemea. I have no doubt you will look every bit the part in the costume I gave you, except that you can't wear the hat, because you have those stupid big ears. And Square Enix doesn't want to put any more resources into making hats for Viera or Hrothgar. Must equip the following, yeah. Now, do I have to actually equip it, or can I use a glamour plate? Well, I mean, I'm just going to equip it anyway. Incredible! I feel as though I'm addressing the very captain of legend. Now then, pray return to the Great Alone Growery and collect Tenny's presents. The happiness of precious younglings is in your hands. I don't like responsibility. Can you do it instead? Tenny awaits you at the Great Alone Growery. Please ensure his presents are delivered safely. Okay. I mean, it's the airship that I'm a little more worried about. Not really me. Okay. Let's go back to the growery. There he is. There's Tenny. I thought someone else. Oh, Celine's right there. I'm just blind. Welcome back, miss. You should ask Tenny about the presents. The presents are ready. I thought it might take longer, but the Saint of Nemea showed up and showed us how to weave them up in no time. We made 3 bracelets, one for each of my friends. That sounds nice. You said you'd take them to Ul'dah for me, right? My friend Momo Lao always hangs around beside the quicksand. That name indicates he is a Lalafell, and he likes to hang out by the quicksand. You have some very suspicious friends, Tenny. If the others aren't with him, he'll tell you where to go. I don't know how to properly thank you for this, but thank you, miss. Alright, let's head on over to Ul'dah. Just to go ahead and take the airship. Over to Ul'dah. Let's see, fastest place to be to go to the Hustling Strip, then run over to the Aetheryte. Actually, going to the bottom and then just running through the Adventurers Guild might be slightly faster, or pretty much the same. Oh, let's go ahead and just teleport out to the Adventurers Guild. And look for his friend. Let's see, where is the friend? There he is. Yep, of course it's a Lala. Yeah, I'm Momolo. What have you got for me? Here's a present. From Tenny? Oh, Tenny, you big dummy. We've all been a mess since he left. It's just not the same without him. But now I know that some things will never change, no matter how far apart we are. He's still the same old Tenny, still celebrating Starlight with us. He sent gifts for all of us? Oh, someone's gonna cry. I can feel it. Let's see. Larkin said he'd be by the Gold Court, and Othel had to do something near Milvan Sacrarium. Thanks, miss. Tell Tenny happy Starlight for us. Okay. Let's go find the other friends. Looks like they're in the other half of Ul'dah. Okay, one's at the center, and one's over by, yeah, the Sacrarium, where the Black Mage stuff is. Go ahead and do that first. Where are you? Oh, Black and Blue Mage. Oh, there he is. Hello, Othel. How do you know my name? Is that package for me? Expecting suspicious packages from adults? Yeah, great idea, kid. Tenny sent this. He made this? Haha, I guess he didn't forget about his mates after all. It's funny. I just finished wrapping a gift for Tenny too. A gift from all of us. We wanted something with our names on it, so we pooled our pocket money and got him a bracelet. Great minds think alike, eh? Anyway, if you're headed back to Gridania, could you take this to him? It'd mean a lot to us. Okay, I can do that. Oh, we got one more person to talk to. And that's the gold core, which was at the center, right? Yeah, so the fastest would actually be to go up here and then jump off the middle. Because this is actually one zone. It's actually all one zone. Hello, miss. I've been very good this year. You can ask my friends. Well, you've been a really good boy. I'll give you a gift. Handmade? From Tenny? I'm not crying. I just got something in my eye. Last year, we all stood right here and made a promise to celebrate Starlight together, and Tenny remembered, even though he moved away. I thought it was the end for us, but friends always find a way, right? And Tenny will always be our friend. Tell him I said that, okay? Okay, I can do that. All of Tenny's gifts have been successfully distributed. Now to make our final delivery, one addressed to Tenny himself. Sounds good. Let's see, I'll go through here and I'll take the elevator back up, and then we'll take the airship back to Gridania. Alright, Gridania. Tenny's gonna be surprised to get a gift. I don't think he was expecting me to return with something. Let's see, is he still over by the Botanist Guild? Yes, he is. Hey there, Tenny. I got you a gift. Or rather, I have a gift for you. Let's talk to Celine first, though. Hooray! You're back! Did you find everyone? Did they like their presents? Yes, they did. I just happened to have one for you. This is... a bracelet? And look, they carved their names into it. Momolau, Larkin, and Arthur, and Tenny. They must really miss you too. If this isn't proof of your friendship, I don't know what it is. I never thought they'd send me something. And it's a bracelet too. Great minds think alike, eh? I'm so glad everything worked out. Now you can enjoy the Starlight Celebration without any worries. Celine, thank you for helping me. I really was happy when you invited me to play before, so would you like to be my friend? You silly. I'm already your friend. Kid, please. I want to send them something even better next year. What should I make? We should tell Miss Garanji the good news. Tenny and I will be right behind you. Okay, that's better than teleporting ahead like you NPCs usually do. Let's see, let's go back to the amphitheater and wrap this up. Alright, Miss Garanji, everything's good. So not only were his handmade presents happily received, Tenny's friends sent him a thoughtful gift as well. None could ask for a better display of Starlight spirit. You've brightened many young faces today in your role as the Saint of Nemea. It truly warms my heart. Still, I can't help but wonder if Tenny and his new friends knew how fitting the gift's of woven bracelet is. In certain lands, such bracelets are customarily exchanged as symbols of friendship. As it is said, the intertwining of strands represent lasting bonds. That's nice. No doubt, those younglings will enjoy each other's company for many starlight to come. We came to say thank you. Thank you, Miss Garanji. Thank you, miss. I'm grateful I was able to keep my promise to my friends, and make another along the way. I'm glad to hear it. After all, the Starlight Celebration is meant to be enjoyed with everyone we cherish, but be they near or far. Now then, what say you both to receiving your gifts? I gave those two their presents earlier, but they seem to be in search of companions. Let's invite them to play, Tenny. Yeah, we can celebrate together. Godbert watching over them. A savior chosen to shield younglings from winter's wrath and provide them with every happiness this season can afford. Yet not all gifts are within the saint's power to deliver. The little snowman. The gift of friendship, for instance. Forsooth, I can only teach them to make pretty things and encourage from afar. May their saints be bright, may their starlights be bright, and their friendship everlasting. Ho, ho, ho. You actually get XP? It's basically non-existent, but... Alright, let me go ahead and check on the quests and see what other content there is to do. Or stuff to collect. Where is it? Oh, they don't have a page for it yet. Or, they probably do, but... There we go, they do, they just didn't add it to that page yet. Maybe I'll add it later. Okay, yeah, the next one just gets me... prisms. And I got the achievement already, right? Yes. Let me go ahead and see what the other quest is. Wait for passing children, designated location, and report to... Okay, yeah, I don't really feel like doing that. Alright, that's the end of Starlight Celebration. I'm gonna... take this stuff off. I'm gonna go put some stuff away into my glamour dresser, or I guess the armory. And then we'll go ahead and... What's she doing here? She's supposed to be in Limsa. Anyway, let me go back to the... Go ahead and put stuff away. Just to clean up my inventory a little bit, and actually, I need to go ahead and put all this stuff, turn all this stuff in for seals as well, so that I have a little cleaner inventory for when we get started with Pandæmonium. Go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, cool, I can just go ahead and do that real quick. Man, I actually have almost enough of the stuff, the items that you can get from... I have almost enough of these. I think I need 36 more of each, and then I'll have all the ones I need from the GC seal turn-ins. Then I'll need to figure out what to spend my seals on next. Okay, so let's head on over to the inn and put away that stuff in the armory, and then we'll head on over. I think you started from Labyrinthos, where we started the first Pandæmonium quests. But I'll go ahead and double check that once I finish up with this. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and put these away. And that should be all the items. Yeah, there's no jewelry. Alright, let me go ahead and update the stream text. And then pull up the quest. Okay, where do I start the stuff for, where do I start the quest for Abyssos? Okay, Claudian is the guy, yeah, Claudian is the guy there in the lab. So let's go ahead and teleport over there. That should be Aporia, right? Yes. Yep, that's right. Right over here. So I actually didn't show on stream, but there was another blue quest here that I to unlock the savage version of the previous one. What's it called? I keep on forgetting what it's called. Asphodelis, that's right. Well, that was basically nothing. Alright, let's head on over to Claudian and start this Abyss. Let's start Pandæmonium Abyssos. Oh, that's creepy. An unwelcome visitor. Claudian's eyes are brimming with the excitement of discovery. Brilliant! I've made a breakthrough! After uncountable days and nights, I finally hearkened to the crystal's whispers, and I must say... Professor Claudian, where are your manners? While I understand all too well your enthusiasm, I must remind you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Yes, of course. My apologies, Brilliant. Being consumed by my research for so long, I'm afraid I have quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. You and me both. Ahem. In that case, perhaps we should start from the beginning. With the crystals set adrift upon the ethereal tides, containing the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for deliverance from Pandæmonium, where the ancients kept volatile creatures under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power devouring the facility from within, and the advent of a divine monstrosity wrought of a mystic beast and powerful mage. Fortunately, your martial prowess and combined magical talents of your companions, Themis and Eric, are sufficient to restore order to the circles of Asphodelis, and the greater threat remains. In the depths of Pandæmonium, a presence yet stirs, its intentions and identity shrouded in mystery. That is the issue at hand, is it not? A bit overdramatic, but a decent retelling. Since you returned to us, we worked tirelessly to discern the nature of the crystal. In the process, I detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from the memories stored within. Analysis of this pattern suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically, the yearning to be made whole. And indeed, ambient readings have revealed a faint but identical signature. This can only mean that another such crystal exists in our time. Oh, that's interesting. Unless it's the Azem crystal that we have. So, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signatures to its source, I believe it will be a simple matter to find our crystal's twin. Oh wait, no, the crystal was like a greenish blue crystal, if I remember correctly. Professor, will this expedition be carried out only by us? Or will Brilliant grace us with her protection? Oh no, you guys go on your own. I'm afraid she has more pressing matters to attend to, my dear Rusian Nod. Namely, to seek out the secrets which lie nestled within Pandæmonium, where this all began. From all that we have heard, it appears that time traversal from the Crystal Tower is not fluid. That is to say, one can travel in predetermined intervals. It would be prudent to check in on occasion in case there are any unanticipated changes. So basically he's saying go back and check. Maybe something changed. As for you, my loyal assistants, I would ask you remain here and continue cataloging the ancient creations. You can't mean. Do you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Why, yes, that would be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I've already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. I trust you to take good care of the laboratory in my absence. This does not seem like the best course of action. I apologize for the somewhat abrupt departure. When progress is in sight, Professor Claudian tends to become blind to all else. Indeed, and he has been worse than usual. While I cannot fault him for his excitement, I do wish he would spare a thought for those around him. For reasons unknown, the crystal seems loath to be overheard, much as it spoke only to you last time. None but the professor here has been able to capture its ethereal yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve this puzzle on his own. Surely, after some time alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we were. The search for this crystal seemed to be simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return, I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you, Brilliant, it may be best to return to Pandæmonium, as Professor Claudian suggested. Speaking of which, I did have a request of my own to make. Traveling to Pandæmonium requires you to pass through Abyssos, correct? There is something I would have you investigate in my stead. While those creations confined within Pandæmonium are considered to be failures, I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Abyssos before being consigned to their shackles. And if we know anything about the ancients, it's that they would have kept thorough records of the results. A good point. Ah, brilliant. Delving into these records may shed light on creatures Brilliant has yet to encounter. If your theory proves correct, that is. While there is no guarantee, it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with only her strength to carry the day. I don't see the issue with this. For your own sake, as well as ours, please unearth what information you can. Okay, sounds good to me. Well then, let's head back on over to, let's head over to Abyssos. and see what's in store for us there. Let's see, need to go to the world unsundered, right? Yeah, and then let's go to, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Nope, looks like there's probably a hunt train here. Or not. Whatever. Let's see, we head this direction. There's so many side quests here to do eventually. I might do those eventually, but there's a lot more stuff to do before I get to that. Let's see. Oh, there's Thermos. Thermos. Ah, I did not expect to meet you here, of all places. You seek records of Pandæmonium's creation? Master Themis has just finished perusing the very same. I should not be surprised that we both arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I have saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Ah, so you know each other. I was dreading having to once again scour the archives, but perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. As should we, for I have undone the warding sigil blocking the entrance to Abyssos. I came here merely to chase an idle speculation while awaiting your return. Fortunately, while Pandæmonium's protective wards continue to be assailed by our unknown foe, there have been no fluctuations so great as to make me doubt Eric's capacity to keep watch over Asphodelos while I'm away. He works diligently to master interment, that he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand. I thought it best to give him time to hone his craft. And since fate has brought us both here, I would ask you to accompany me while I attend to another matter. More idle suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it shall not take long. I simply have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come. He's agreed to meet us near the Neos to Pandæmonium. Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's go and take a shortcut, teleport to Agnorosis. Is that how you say it? Agnorosis, sure. Completely wrong. But let's head on back over to Pandæmonium. It's been quite a while. It's kind of annoying getting Wondrous Tales with like P9 or P10N where I can't do. But occasionally it is P1 through 4N, and then I can get that done. Be nice to have the second set done. Let's see, is this where we're going? Yeah, that's right. Okay, Themis, where's your friend? As I've pondered our expedition into Pandæmonium, I could not help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be for good or ill. Asperos and Eric were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looks to his father with bald hatred. I would not expect a familiar such as yourself, such as you, to understand this, but such extreme emotions toward a single individual are quite rare indeed. Naturally, I feel gratitude toward my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. This view is not unique to myself. It is more or less accepted as the way of things. By contrast, the researchers of Pandæmonium seem to view La Habrea with a feeling approaching obsession. Oh, that's an understatement. Whether driven by love or hate, they have all been drawn to him. There were many other aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. I decided the best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions as a member of the questions to a member of the Words of La Habrea. Well, that's not a bad idea. Oh yeah, didn't we meet this guy last time? My apologies to keep you waiting, Master Thermus. Themis, there's no R. I understand you are conducting an investigation of Pandæmonium, and I wish to know of its origins. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandæmonium was built directly under Abyssos. The facility is overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Abyssos, whose governing body is no say in its day-to-day operations? Yeah, that's controlled by Pandæmonium. At first, I thought it to be simply a matter of convenience. Those creations, which we deemed failures by researchers of Abyssos, could be easily ushered into their new home. I imagine my surprise when a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Abyssos, including from the Words of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot but feel that the Academia Anider would have been a more fitting locale. What does Abyssos have that cannot be found here, or there? These are fitting questions, and ones we have asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandæmonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. When first it was built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you surmised, the majority of creations kept within Pandæmonium were sent from Abyssos. Yet, as the years passed, interests changed. Failures in creations deemed too flawed even to submit to Abyssos paradoxically drew the attention of Pandæmonium researchers. That is quite the change, and in fact, it almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who is it that decides which creations will be subject of research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is revered for the chief keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. So if Pandæmonium's resources were being misused, it would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? Interesting. I know not what you are suggesting, but the keywords also hold some sway within the facility. Not even Master La Habrea would be free from their scrutiny. They are duty-bound to report any irregularities as soon as possible, except for the ones that are happening right now that you have no knowledge about. Although, I admit as of late, their communication has been somewhat sporadic. We but recently received a report from one of the keywords stating that all is well within Pandæmonium's halls. Yeah. Really? And you're certain that a keyword sent it? Yes, of course. Our communications suffered a temporary obstruction, but I can assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Oh, and who might that be? Thank you. This information will be helpful in my investigation. That will be all for my prying. Then I shall take my leave. While you are not yet permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate, and I would be remiss to disturb them for any longer than necessary. Sure, bro. All is well. A blatant lie, and to that we can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Let us hurry. I know not why our adversary sent that report, but 'tis plain that we must return to Pandæmonium with haste. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's head on over there. I believe this leg has Scream. I think the third and fourth one have Scream, so that'll be fun to do. I cannot guess as to why this false report has arisen now, but it certainly bodes ill. As does the knowledge of our mysterious mastermind has at least one more keyword to puppet. Regardless, they've tipped their hand, and we would be remiss to leave Eric at the mercy of their machinations. Let us hope no harm has befallen him. Okay. Oh, there's Eric. Oh, no, we still can't get it. Not quite. I've traced these sigils countless times, yet still I lack the strength to maintain the spell. And now time works against me. I can no longer be victim to my own ineptitude. What? Who goes there? That's creepy. Hehe, there's something to be admired in such single-minded effort, even if your methods leaves much to be desired. You allowed this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high as to forget you walk upon the earth? I know this creature, a familiar of the Phoenix. But that monster is locked away. That it is. In spite of the trouble I went in freeing it, I might add. Begrudge me for addressing you in this ill-fitting form, if you must, but with control of Asphodelis wrestled from my grasp, 'tis simply the best I can offer you. Hide if you will, but mark my words. I will find you, and make you pay for the chaos you have sown. Now, there's no need for such hostility. A calm heart stays the course. The wisdom of La Habrea, your father. And how would you know that what wisdom he speaks? I've heard those words many times, the scolding of a tutor whose student's struggling to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone, not even keyword Hesperos. That can only mean one thing. That still you insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Habrea. At last, you move to keep up. Pity that you remain behind, nevertheless. It's not La Habrea, is it? What? As ever you are, always you fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And though fate deigned to offer an escape, you remain here. You are bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandæmonium's greatest experiment. There's the affection I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What? What wish? Come, and all shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred, is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. What are you... Uninvited guests join our reunion. It seems fortune no longer favors you. Do you think I have any interest in listening to you prattle, let alone bowing to your will? I'm no longer a child, and my faith lies in those who have earned it. So these are the heroes who brought Hesperus low. Even his power divine flowed through his veins. 'Tis plain they are worthier subjects to contend with. I don't feel like this is La Habrea. But, I mean, we'll see. Talk to Themis and then Eric. Just what was that familiar after? Thank you. If you had shown up even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have become of me. There's something I must tell you. I know who's behind this. There's but one person who can hold a thrall over familiar, creation, and keyword alike. Are you sure about that? Alright, let's go ahead and... I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break. Because it's been a bit over an hour. And then, actually, I need to pull up the quests here. Hold on. Where are the quests? Oh, there they are. Pandæmonium quests. Yeah, we just did that. So the next quest will be first, or the 5th, then 6th, 7th, 8th, and then it'll wrap up with that one there, which I think is actually not 6.3. No, that's still, I mean, 6.2. Yeah. Okay. That'll be the last one we do. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break before we do that. I need to take a quick rest. Anyway, actually, let's put that as background. Alright, time for a quick break. Time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to. And I'll be right back. Alright, let's get back to it. Go ahead and talk to Eric, and let's continue on. Masks of the Father. Eric is certain he knows the identity of Pandæmonium's assailant. Somehow I get the feeling that it's not. And so, there can be but one conclusion. La Habrea was the driving force behind this chaos from the start, except for the fact that I'm guessing he's going to be completely wrong. Especially since I know who the actual villain is, but we haven't met her yet. There is logic to that. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider experimentation on such a scale. Little in the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Considering the magnitude of his work with Convocation and the Words, his relatively minor role as chief keyword comes under little scrutiny. Even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics, it may serve as a veil and mantle both. Still, I find the notion hard to accept. The misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by La Habrea. I know. You have met him, yes? Do you think he's capable of this? I mean, yes? But... La Habrea is capable of far more than you know. It's still too early to say. It really is too early to say for certain, because, like... It truly is a puzzle with many missing pieces. Still, I see you do not deny outright the possibility that La Habrea is a man of few scruples. That alone should be enough, but let me assure you, La Habrea holds nothing so dear as his own ambition. While he may not be one to let emotion stand in the way of his mission, I cannot believe that there are no depths in which he would not stoop. I cannot believe there are no depths to which... Yeah, okay. Although we met but briefly, the impression he left on me stands in stark contrast to your evaluation. Though his methods are ever unorthodox, they seemed guided by a firm understanding of what it is just. There's one way to find out for certain. We delve deeper into Pandæmonium and pull back the curtain on this mystery ourselves. A wise course. I would deny the truth if I saw it with my own eyes, even if it was discomforting to behold. Then we must move forward with no excess of caution. La Habrea, or whomever is behind this, has likely spread their tentacles into every corner of Pandæmonium. We can safely assume that the other keywords won't greet us with open arms. Agreed. Let us make our way through Abyssos, one careful step at a time. I shall stay by Eric's side, in case our enemy thinks to target him again. Could I trouble you to take the vanguard? Well, of course. I am a tank, after all. Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. This will ensure that even should we become separated, my phantom warriors will still come to your aid. If it does come to the battle, the keyword's magics will put us at a disadvantage once again. Luckily, we have you to even the scales somewhat. I trust you shall be liberal with your weight. Excuse me, what was that about my weight? Abyssos, the Fist Circle, now accessible. Nice, let's go ahead and talk to Themis and Eric, and then we'll go ahead and try and get some people for that. Judging from the demeanor of that familiar, there is little doubt that our enemy has a tight grip on Pandæmonium and its denizens. We will be vulnerable. Well, yeah. Just what is La Habrea planning? And what role do I play in his schemes? It's probably not him. See, it's P5N, right? Yeah. Oh, that's Savage, right? I'm sure the queue won't take too long since I'm a tank, but it's a lot quicker if you can get some people to come with you. Be nice to finally have some more of these done. Or to have the second leg unlocked so that I can actually do some Wondrous Tales. Yeah, because I mentioned earlier, it was kind of frustrating whenever I would get them. I would get like P5 through P12, and I couldn't do them, even though it should be a really easy sticker to check, a really easy duty to check off in Wondrous Tales. Oh right, I should go and let me go spend these actually, because I'm probably gonna cap out if I don't. Means I can get yet another 650 piece. So yeah, I'll probably just do the feet. Let's see. Yeah, these are all 620, and I probably should upgrade these, but I'll probably just go ahead and upgrade the, oh, this is already 650. Okay, yeah, I'll just go ahead and do the feet then. Let's see, it should be comedy, war. There we go, that's what I need. I guess I'll just go ahead and buy the... Oh, not that one. Not that one either. Go ahead and just buy the gloves too since I'm here. Nice, that's full 650 armor. And then I'll eventually get the next set of the Manderville, but that's not until we start 6.3. And then of course I still got, all these are 620 or 625. But I needed to spend some of my comedy tomes. Now let's head back over to Agnorosis and Pandæmonium. Which I guess doesn't matter, because it's probably going to teleport us in there. Let me actually try and say it right. Just ask one more time. If I can't get anyone, then we'll just go ahead and jump in queue. Okay, we got one. Let's see, what's it? Tank. 2 tanks would make things quicker. Go ahead and do my retainers while we wait. Okay, we're probably not going to get anyone else, so I'll just go ahead and queue us up. Oops, no, I need to deposit the materials there. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in queue. It's just that easy. Let's get started with Abyssos, the 5th circle. Oh, man, I forgot to fix my glam. Oops. That doesn't look good. Ah, there's Scream. Mythic creation. Proto-carbuncle? What? That doesn't look like a carbuncle to me. So I can't fix my glamour plate. Yeah, I can't do my glamour plate here. Let the other guy main tank. Oh, I'm doing too much damage. Let's see. I mean, magic. Look, judging by the way he's facing, I should be over here. Yeah. I'm doing too much damage. It's gonna be a raid wide, probably. Yep. Okay, so what's that supposed to mean? Is it gonna reflect back? Yes, it is. Okay. I figured that out. Too late, though. Okay, what's Topaz gonna be? Oh, right, because it's a carbuncle. So are those going to expand? Okay, Ruby Glow is going to be the reflect thing again. And Topaz Stones, okay. So that's going to reflect that, so I should be over here. Oh no, okay. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Okay, so this one doesn't have any fancy stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get him to take aggro. Because his chief's post fell off. Well, I tried to shirk, but he didn't provoke. It's fine. My cheese buffs will fall off in a minute. I guess this isn't Scream. This is it's the tune, but it's not the lyrics. This is pretty cool though. Okay, Ruby Glow is going to be another raid wide, and it's going to put up some shields again. Okay, I understand how this works now. And Topaz will put some more down. Okay, so I want to be on this side. Yep, okay, that's pretty simple. It's really pop Bloodwetting just a little before I get hit, so that I can get the 10% damage reduction. Venom Squall. Squall's not in this game. I mean, I can get the Squall outfit. Okay, more Topaz Stone. What's the green supposed to be? Everyone's running over here. Ah, okay, they're gonna grow. Somebody should probably yoink that Reaper. Okay, so he's gonna jump there, and then he's gonna jump to those two spots. To there, and then there. So I'll start over here. Or start over at these. And then we'll run over to this one. I didn't see the one in the center, but I had more than enough time. What is it with Square Enix and making vor bosses? They really love having bosses eat the player. Okay, this is gonna go around in a circle, but of course if we LB, we can just get this done real quick. Right, guys? Right? Apparently not. Oh, that was really easy. Just took a second to figure out the mechanics. Yeah, he can get it when Themis is helping him, but not when he's on his own. I'll make sure to fix my glam before the next fight. Right, let's calm the dancer, I guess. And I actually want the gear. There we go. See if I can get how many calms I get. Only one. So this is where research is conducted on creation imbued with poisons and venoms. Eric and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are forced to be reckoned with. Oh, a force, okay. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, and I might observe you further. Huh? It actually is La Habrea. Or at least, it looks like him. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. But I believe we can forego introductions, unless I misread you. La Habrea. I'm all too familiar, Paragon. Am I supposed to know who you are? Oh, come on, dude, it's obviously La Habrea. Passively perceptive. Yes, I am La Habrea, of the Convocation of 14. If you are truly who you are to claim to be, then answer this question. That can wait. Oh. What is this? Now this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether, and in an unfamiliar composition besides. It is of no matter of, I suppose, more direct approach will beget the same results. I would advise you think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Eric's wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother? You would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Eric. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection. So what harm is there in hearing me out? Oh, maybe La Habrea really isn't the bad guy, he's just being an idiot. And being roundabout and saying, hey, we're on the same side. Eric, wait. There's a question I must needs ask first. If you are truly La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. Ah, there we go. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten, as are you. I have my answer, yeah, because he's actually a Elidibus, isn't he? The La Habrea that I knew took pride in the Convocation and would never suffer its denigration, because we don't know that he's a Elidibus. And if this was the real La Habrea, he would have called him Elidibus, not Themis, because he takes pride in the Convocation and would always refer to the members by their titles. You sully his station with this farce. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. There we go. That's the real La Habrea. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? There we go. It was pretty obvious because the only way per people who wear white robes are members of the convocation who have stepped down, which is exceedingly rare, and Vanilla is like one of the few who have ever done it, or ever did it, and Elidibus. Now, why isn't he wearing his red mask? That's the... He's supposed to be undercover. He's not supposed to be... he's not supposed to be... Well, he didn't have a red mask, did he? That's right. I think that's right. What troubles have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? Imposter! You have no right to claim that form. That mask. What? Who? It was a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine, but by right? Any worth you may have hinges on that which you so despise. Such trifle provocations. I will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Eric, listen well. I am Hephaestus. And it is I who you should call father. Interesting. So why hasn't our character reacted to Themis being revealed as Elidibus? What in the name of creation? We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order, Elidibus. Let us return to safety, so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like the La Habrea I know. Why hasn't my character reacted to him being called Elidibus yet? Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation and emissary of their will. For reasons which I do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. I had a feeling, yeah. Whatever your name is, you're still Themis to me. I know a thing or two about deception myself. Okay, yeah, well, I had a feeling it was him. Your perceptiveness does not surprise me. When the time comes, it shall make my explanation of all the easier to understand. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend to. Let us do as La Habrea suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please, help him. Save him. Need to fix my glam. I forgot to do that before we queued. Alright, let's talk to Eric, La Habrea, and then wrap this quest up with Themis. I still don't understand. I see Elidibus has chosen to keep odd company. Such a vexing composition of ether you possess. Let's not get any experiments, La Habrea. As you're aware of by now, I am known as Elidibus. After my dear friend Azim and I detected irregularities in Pandæmonium, we decided the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I'm sure La Habrea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak with you. I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Azim nor I had ever met you in the flesh, you came with her highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world, a guiding star so similar to herself was out there amused Azim to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in her heart that you would be a formidable ally. Furthermore, I've heard stories that Mistress Vana, who held the position of Azim previously, journeyed with a familiar, much like yourself. That made it the decision to trust you all the easier. She too now dons the white robes of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware though I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I merely wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe that you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the crit materia, wrap this one up. Okay, let's see. La Habrea, Tilly Sisters and Company, yeah. Let's talk to Themis, and then let's talk to Eric and start the next quest. I admit, my own grasp on what just occurred is somewhat tenuous. Doubtless La Habrea can elucidate matters for us. Guys, you gotta stop with this vocab. A keyword's jail. Eric is resolutely avoiding his father's eyes. I don't know how long it's been since we last spoke, La Habrea. In truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Habrea? And why is he the spitting image of your younger self? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in Pandæmonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandæmonium, including the fact that Azim and Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to interest myself into the situation. For a time, that is. Imagine my surprise when, instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of the keyboards stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While Hephaistos' deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. Oh, thanks, La Habrea. So you knew of his existence from the beginning? I can hardly imagine that you would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation. Not without good reason, at least. As you well know, the name La Habrea is but a marker of my station. 'Tis not the name I was born with. Hephaistos had claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for that, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire, all the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He's the product of an experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When he spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandæmonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster into our star. I gotta remember to fix my glam. A chief keyword of Pandæmonium, As chief keyword of Pandæmonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed? That's pretty extreme, but... What? You would leave the other warders to their doom? 'Tis a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star. You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of Pandæmonium if its existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. Yet, as you can see by Eric's response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. As him and I grappled with this conundrum for some time, in fact. That is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could truly determine the best solution. And you need not trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No! You've spared nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Brilliant has stood against. Brilliant, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? She is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to her stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to their cells. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Brilliant. As an outsider, we are in a unique position to look upon. Circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment. Shouldn't that say you? Anyway. It's too soon to give up on saving the others. La Habrea can't be trusted. What was you said about being an emissary? Well, I mean, it's too soon to give up. Agreed. We still know nothing. We still know next to nothing about Abyssos. And I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of Asphodelis. He must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as Elidibus, the emissary. Judge which approach is more sound, and even La Habrea would be compelled to listen. As Elidibus, I am duty-bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. At present, there are merits both in destroying Pandæmonium outright and in taking time to rescue its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task exactly, so we should keep on working on the researchers until we need to take drastic measures. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mythic creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Beryllian's might and Eric's resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to immediate destruction of Pandæmonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Brilliant. Come find me when you've finished. Eric is understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray lend an ear to his troubles, and their weight might be lightened. Okay. Let's go and talk to these two, and then we'll talk to Eric. You have done all you can with words. Only your actions can convince me now. Well, of course. Despite recent developments, our plan remains unchanged. Pray call me Themis for the time being. It shall put us all in the correct mindset. And in fact, I may be becoming to prefer that name. Sure. So gotta run all the way through here? No, he's on the other side. Okay, he's not too far. Oh, let me fix my glam. Should be this one? Yeah. Hello, Eric. I know your stick in the mud dad's annoying, but we gotta keep working. You do have my gratitude, ill-fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, La Habrea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, and other keywords did all in their power to restore order, even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I'm certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, I need to figure out how to say this. I think it's, if I just sound it out, it's Hephaestos. Hephaestos. Let's go with that. Hephaestos. Hephaestos has secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandæmonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words. The truth of my mother. Baha La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims. I failed to see what Hephaestos would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. What do you think, Brilliant? Does the La Habrea you know have any regard for the lives of others? Nope. Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? Oh yeah, definitely. He always was a man who worked from the shadows. He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. I have no idea what he might be like in this age. That's more accurate. Because like Emmett was was the same yet different. This age? Just how long has it been since you last met? Regardless, I'd like you to try and view him as he is now. Another opinion would be much appreciated. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Brillian. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion when he's concerned. Understandable. We should focus on the task at hand, proving to La Habrea that we are capable of saving Pandæmonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of Abyssos. Okay, sounds good to me. That means you get to kill stuff, right? Although, I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about those depths than any of us, and seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford. Brillian, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities, and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be curious about what we can do. Researchers of different layers seldom contact one another unless work is involved. I know next to nothing about the keywords of Abyssos. Any morsels of information La Habrea can offer would be a boon. Okay. Well, let's head back over to La Habrea then. And then I suspect that'll unlock the next fight. Alright, Dad. What have you got to say? Let's see, does Themis have anything new? Despite recent developments, remained unchanged. Yeah, pray call me Themis. Okay. Eric appears to have deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to Azim. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It is unlike anything I've seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. To think I would encounter an existence I could not recreate by my own hand. Azim never ceases to surprise. Yeah. The hand on the hip going, yeah! The previous Azim mentioned much the same. In taking the entirety of the star into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Well, that's an understatement, considering what she's gonna do. Just as you and Elidibus have conducted yourselves in this matter, the true danger of Azim's nature is its tendency to infect all those she comes into contact with. Emmett Salka said much the same. And yet they're like best friends. Trust that I shall do not that would Trust that I shall do not that it would violate my duty. And yet you so frivolously invoked your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abyssos, I take it? Although I am no longer in control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keyword's reach is far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creations of note. Perhaps they have made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they've been transferred to deeper circles. Yet, Hephaestus would never allow you safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of Hegemone, keyword of Abyssos. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her still, there was something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that's because she's already been twisted into a hemitheos, doubtless against her will. Brilliant. Themis. We must rescue her from her cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. Your allies make you bold, Eric. I very much look forward to seeing how far they carry you. Yeah, Dad. Abyssos, the sixth circle, now accessible. Alright, let's talk to the three of them, and then I'll try and get somebody else to join me for this. Now we prove our strength. Only then can we free the other warders and unveil the truth in Pandæmonium's shadows. Let us not change a strategy that has served us so well thus far. Bring Hedgemommy to heal Brillian, and Eric and I shall inter her when the time is right. Hedgemone, was a woman of reason and logic. She would never be swayed by Hephaestus' wretched scheme. I hope she was not made to suffer overmuch. Alright, let's go ahead and try and get somebody for this. Yeah, so this one's gonna be full on Scream. The first one just had the tune and was like an electric guitar version. Let me go ahead and deposit this materia. I just keep all the 9 and 10 materia in my saddlebag. I think after this one we'll go ahead and stop for today, and then we'll go ahead and finish up the last two tomorrow. But that was my plan to begin with. Yeah, tomorrow we'll do the next Omicron quest, and then we'll finish up Pandæmonium. Or, not Pandæmonium, we'll finish up Abyssos. But we still got one more fight to do today. I don't know if I said earlier, but I started doing a playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red. Because I finished Red a long time, like several years ago. I finally just sat down and like wanted to finish it. So I took a really, I watched a video of somebody who made a really overpowered team in Fire Red, and I took that and I transferred it over to Red, and it ended up working just as well in Red with some slight modifications. Because it had some like Gen 3 moves that Gen 1 didn't have, and then obviously some stuff is different, like Grass being, well, Grass is physical in both of them. But like, Venusaur is like insanely overpowered. It's kind of insane, like compared to the other Kanto starters. Okay, let's just go ahead and queue up. I'm not getting anyone for this. Go ahead and ask again if it ends up taking a couple minutes. I'm gonna try and recreate the same team on Fire Red, but I can't remember what one of the Pokemon is. So I know the team is Venusaur. I know 5 of the 6, but I can't remember the last one. I believe it was Venusaur, Nidoking, Dodrio, Snorlax, Jinx, and then another Pokemon I can't remember. It's probably a fire Pokemon, but I can't remember. It's not an electric Pokemon. It's not Arcanine or Ninetales. So then I don't know what fire Pokemon it would be. I mean, I can just go grab my red cartridge to see what it was. Or I can search my YouTube history to try and find the video again. I know Jinx had Ice Beam, and then I believe Venusaur had Leech Life, which, like, you would look at Leech Life and you're like, what, that's terrible. But if you're in a prolonged battle that it's going to last for more than, like, 3 or 4 turns, it can be really useful. In, like, in order to just do a little bit of extra damage, but also to just give you some passive regeneration. And so Venusaur had Leech Life, Toxic, Solar Beam, and Razor Leaf, I think? Because then you go ahead and poison them with Toxic, and then you set down a Leech Life as well. And then that will have a constant ticking to do some extra damage on the Pokemon. Also, Venusaur is just, by the nature of being a grass type, has very high defense. So it's actually just playing a tank. And Dodrio is insanely fast. And it has some flying moves. I think Snorlax is just really good. I think it can learn. It has like Hyper Beam that has a ton of HP and defense. Jinx learned. I think you're supposed to teach Ice Beam to Jinx or something, which helps you take care of the dragon types. Who's the person with dragon types? With Dragonite. Is it Lance? I thought Lance was Gen 2. I guess it's Lance, but that handles Lance pretty well. Maybe it was a water Pokemon. No, I think you teach water move to Snore, or something you teach surf to. I think. Because something new surf, because surf is actually a pretty good ability. Dodrio can learn fly actually, which is pretty funny. Even though Dodrio's like a little like, doesn't really have wings and it can't really fly, but you can still learn fly. Yeah, it knows fly and like wing attack. I'm gonna go ahead and ask and see if I can get anyone else again. Give it another couple seconds. I tried playing Samurai at max level for the first time yesterday. It's pretty much the same as what I had been doing, but there's one more ability that I need to kind of figure out how to use. Because like I hadn't seen how to use it before, and then you didn't get it to level 90. So I had to figure out how to fit that into the rotation, which I find a little bit annoying, but I understand why they do it like that. Oh, there's like a party queued up. I saw the DPS and healers changed. Still need another healer. Still need one of each. I mean, we don't really need 2 tanks, really, right? I mean, I don't need any DPS either. Or any healers for that matter. Wait, did Nidoking learn to surf? Oh, there it is. Let's get started with Abyssos, the 6th circle. We're gonna fight, what was her name, Hedge Mommy? Yeah, there she is. Yeah, there's the song again. Okay, this one actually has the lyrics. Go ahead and steal main tank. Of course, they provoked. Whatever. Probably shouldn't stand there. Oh, okay. I'll watch that for next time. Oh, that's gonna be the same thing? Okay. Same thing. That tank's not gonna move. Close enough. Okay, what's this gonna be? Okay, just a raid wide. Okay, so this is gonna transfer the damage? Okay, so... Ah, okay. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Oh, okay, so I gotta face it away. Okay. Keep that in mind. That's pretty interesting. Okay, this is probably gonna be another raid wide. No, no, it's this again. Interesting, okay. Why did you... Okay, well, if you want it, then sure. If you don't want it, then I'll take it. Nose pass, you should probably move. Okay, this is the one where it takes... Oh no, that was the raid wide, that's right. He just provoked again. Really, bro? Okay, transmission's gonna take it, and then... I don't think I need to face away for that one, because it's gonna pull it towards whatever direction she's... So, 4, 3, 2... Now I can face this away. Oops. Yeah, good. I did that one right. Use some more mitigation. Oh man, that hits hard. Okay, this is just a raid wide. Ethereal exchange. What's that gonna be? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, just this thing again. Okay, so that's gonna swap those. Yeah, that should be probably on the inside because it's gonna put them onto those two. Yep. That's an interesting change up. We got an LB2 that we're probably not gonna end up using because brain dead DPS. Okay, this is gonna swap. So that means I need to be here. No, I need to be over here. Or, nope, it was over here. Okay. Oh well. That's a little bit tricky. Be nice if the DPS get LB. Okay, so this one's gonna move over here, which means this one's gonna be safe. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. It swapped the wrong one. Or I thought I didn't get it right. Oh well. There we go. Nice and easy. None of these are particularly hard. I mean, they shouldn't be. It's normal content. The red nose. That lol on the back. Okay, let's go ahead and roll for all the loot. Let me go ahead and calm this guy because he stayed. Yep, I get all the armor. Cool, I'll turn that in later. Well, let's continue on. Like I said, that's gonna be the last one we do for today. But let's go ahead and wrap it up. I could sense from her that hegemony had been contained. The effect of his Hephaestus' tinkering is even more dire than I had imagined. Well, maybe you should have actually, like, checked it out instead of leaving it to be. As is to be expected, Eric appears quite pleased with our victory. We've won. The keyword is sealed away and alive this time. The Hubrea can't deny us now. Okay, let's grab the crit materia again. And, oh, okay, I thought there was going to be more. Alright, and that's going to be all for today. Let's go ahead and get my pose, get my camera set up. That's going to be all for today. Hope you had a good time. Tomorrow we're going to start out with the Omicron quest, or the next Omicron quest we have. And then we're going to go ahead and do the finish up Pandæmonium as Abyssos, not the entirety, just the Pandæmonium Abyssos. But until then, goodbye.